G'day guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Pierre, this is Simple Home Brew, and today we're in the middle of a rainstorm. It is hammering down outside. What I was planning to do was go for a trip to a town called Coopers Creek. Coopers Creek is for sale. The whole town is for sale. The guy wants $3 million, $4 million, whatever he wants for it. And I was going to go there and sit there and actually do a beer tasting in the town. It isn't a populated town. There's one person living there, so it gives you an idea what kind of town it is. It's an old mining town. It's been around since I can remember. Obviously, it's an old mining town, so it's been there since the 18th century. But why I'm here today is I want to show you a brewery that's in Wallington and do a tasting on some of their beers as well while I'm at it. This place I found on Google, never knew they existed. They've been around for about 6 months. They surprised me. I went there, checked the place out, thinking I could go just buy cans off the shelf at the fridge, get a mixed pack like you normally do from a brewery. But really, you can, but you can't, if it makes sense. The beers, they can as you order, so they don't have a massive setup. Jake over there said that they've only been doing this for about 6 months, and what I found, I walked into the front door and I saw it was so popular. There were people everywhere outside. It was like there was a wedding there, but it wasn't. It was just patrons, basically, checking the place out and enjoying their time there. It's in the middle of a winery, and I'll put the name of the winery up in here. And they've built a big brew house there. It's absolutely nice. It looks like it's a couple who have done it. It was Jake and Jamie, which is Jake is the guy, Jamie is the female, and they seem to have really good insight. Sorry about the rain. It is pretty rough, and I needed to do this video, and might as well do it. Anyway, I spoke to Jake and asked him if it was okay if I filmed, and he was quite happy to do that, and that's what I did. So we did a bit of a tour, walked around the place, had a few jokes, talked about a few things. I got to look at his brew shed. He was able to do about 400 litres at a time now, which is absolutely awesome. And he gave me a taste of a stout he's been developing, and it was probably the best tasting stout I've had in a very long time. And I'm sure if he watches this video, he's going to be glad he heard that. I don't know.
Would you like to try something as well? I was just going to give you a taste of the stout out of the fermenter.
Oh yeah? Yeah, no worries.
Would you like to try it as well?
It depends.
It's up to you.
I can take one glass or two, it's up to you.
I'll take two, yeah.
Yeah, sweet, too easy. Yeah, so this is where everything gets brewed.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so we've got a 400 litre system.
Yeah.
So I've got two 200 litre fermenters and two 400 litre fermenters. The way that this works is it's basically a mirror image of itself. So it's two 200 litre systems.
Oh yeah?
So in the same brew day, I can make two 200 litres, or we can do a double batch and fill a 400.
Yeah, right.
So that sort of works really well for us at the moment, because like something like the red IPA or the stout, when we're sort of just testing something, we really have to make 200 litres of it and then sort of see how it goes.
So these are the
mash tun. This is the mash tun. This is the boiler.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So we mash into this for about 60 minutes, recirculate through, goes through the element, keeps it pretty stable at around 65, 70 degrees.
Yep.
Transfer across the boiler, add our hop additions and whatnot. We've got a chiller, like a heat exchanger.
Yep.
It takes it from about 100 degrees down to anywhere between 20 and 25 degrees.
Really quick, yeah, straight away.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We've got two 5,000 litre water tanks at the back that we use to run through. So
oh yeah.
So far in winter, it's been able to chill it down quite well. I'm tipping in summer, like if those tanks get up in temperature, it might sort of struggle to drop it, and we might have to just leave it in the fermenter to drop and make that drop the temperature down a little bit before.
I know what you're saying. So has it got a rotating thing or something in it? Or something?
No,
so
it's quite manual. Like,
oh yeah, okay.
It's just like a giant crane tumbler system.
Yeah, right. And it's on its side. Or you tilt them up later as you go.
So they get tilted up.
Ah, makes sense.
The real winner for this is like, for a brew system of its size, is like, you can imagine when your mash is finished.
Yeah.
We just bring in on that pallet jack.
Yep.
We just bin like an old grape bin, and like it'll just tip, the whole thing falls out.
That's awesome.
So that is like an absolute winner for us. So
that is great. I love it.
Saves a lot of manual labour.
Yeah, I reckon.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you want to try it out?
Yeah, sure.
I literally just put it on a keg.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that.
So it's a vanilla stout.
Oh, it smells good.
It's the first one I've ever
Look how
made.
creamy it looks like.
Yeah, it does.
First one, yeah.
It's got lactose in it.
Has it? Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'll put about 20 fresh vanilla beans into it.
I can taste that.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm really happy with it, man. Like, that's, I'm really excited. I sort of can't wait for the red. There's like a little bit left on the red ale can.
I'm just surprised Donna's drinking it
Yeah,
again.
Yeah.
It actually is. It's chocolatey.
It is,
It's
yeah.
got nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, so I'm really looking forward to getting it on tap. And
Yeah, I reckon, yeah.
And the plan is, like, because we're small, like, I want to do lots of different brews and lots of different batches. Like, we've sort of settled in, like, you know, lager, pale ale, IPA. Storm and Darky's become almost like a regular addition. It was really popular in summer. A lot of people who drink it though are expecting like a ginger ale. But it's not. It's a beer with ginger and lemongrass in it. So if you like
nice.
beer, great. But a lot of people go, oh, and they're a bit like taken back by it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get on the market. That's really nice.
Yeah, man. Oh, who knows when that'll be? Like, could be.
Yeah, awesome.
Might be. Yeah. Like once we go and do the a few big brews and we've actually got some stock, we might start trying to get some cans out and that. But it's sort of like our business model is, I guess, like people come here because it's been the winery, so we're really just selling over the taps, and that's been good for us.
Yeah, I reckon. Jake was telling me how he was was an amateur brewer and he developed some beers that were really nice. And for him and his partner, I'd say partner. I'm just saying partner because it's probably the easiest way. I didn't actually ask if they were married or together or anything like that. So he's just a partner. So Jake's the head brewer. Jamie is the PR person who does all the public relations, and there's a whole bunch of other people who work there as well, what I can tell. So while I'm waiting for that rain to let up, I'll pour myself a can and we'll see what it's like, shall we? Now, like I said, Jake put this in the can for me. He sanitised everything and put it in rightly and told me just drink it within a couple of weeks and it should be just fine. It's not a proper proper factory canned beer. Now the thing is, the biggest thing I found was that they called themselves Farm Dog Brewery, and there were two real good looking farm dogs. One a little bit older than the other, one a bit more standoffish than the other. The other one wanted to play with the ball. But it was just the greatest environment I've been in for a long time. I didn't spend a lot of time there, but I did get some beer. Now this one here is nice and clear, nice and clean. Got a nice clean smell. Can smell the malt and a bit of a hint of almost a chocolate, but this is a brown ale or dark ale. This is a dark ale, so we'll see how it tastes. Oh, it's more carbonated than I thought it would be, which is unusual. You can see in the head is a bit creamy. I'll show you the head better later. I'm getting a bit of a sour note. And a hoppy... No, it's not even hoppy. It's just, yeah, a bit of a sour note on that. That's really quite nice, actually. It's very refreshing. Oh, I'm comparing it with something. Hang on. This tastes like a lolly that I ate. It's not sweet, but it's got the flavours. You know what it tastes like? I know some of you are familiar with Sunny Boy, you Australians anyway, and it's got that Sunny Boy aftertaste. I know it's a weird thing to tell you, but I think the carbonation's a bit too high in it. It really bites the side of your tongue strongly, and it leaves a real aftertaste that's not bad. It's actually nice. I don't know what's causing that, but it's really, really nice. This is not a bad beer, this. And as you can see, I'm polishing it off pretty damn quick. That's about 4.7%. I do need to go through 3 more cans today, because I need to get them done. So I'll play you some more of Jake talking about his brew shed.
All over.
Did you have to work at you just did this?
Yeah, basically just did it ourselves. So I'm an engineer.
Yep.
Jamie's a data scientist. Jeremy
easy. Data
scientist. And then our other 2 business partners, Matt and Jeremy, she was a physio and he was in finance. So we weren't really in hospitality or brewing or anything. But when my in-laws was kind of like wanted to retire, we were like, well, it's not the perfect time for any of us, but we were like, we sort of have to at least give it a go as a family. To
You always
try
got
and
to try
keep it.
something,
You've
yeah.
always got to give it a
If you
go.
don't try it,
So
you never know. Yeah.
When we did it, we were like, well, we wanted to sort of grow on what was already here. So, the winery's been here for 20 years.
Yeah.
And it was really during COVID, although it was absolutely terrible, we were just,
right.
I brewed more, everyone's,
That's all you would do, wouldn't it?
well, what else were we going to do?
Yeah.
So we sort of started doing that a lot more, and we're like, well, we've already got the licensing side of things to actually produce and sell beer that we make.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, we might as well. So we started as just a Friday night pop-up.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of like the training wheel. So we did that, and people were coming and drinking the beers and giving us feedback, and we changed things around.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of just evolved really organically.
Okay, on to the next one. That was a really nice beer. That was the Dark Ale. Very nice. Not my favourite, but it's a really good beer anyway. We'll go to the next one. I don't know what it is. This is the Farm Dog IPA. The label has been done by Jake's partner. Absolutely brilliant. They are working very hard. They obviously work very hard. And this is sustainable, creative, 100% family brewed. So that's a really good thing to hear. Brewed amongst the vines at McGlashan. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure, but I'm sure I'll get corrected. Brewed amongst the vines at McGlashan Wallington Estate, our Farm Dog beer range is bold and playful like a sausage dog in a puffer vest. Nice wording. With not so subtle hints of our favourite hops. Not so subtle hints. Fair enough. You can taste the hops. You can taste the hops in the other one. I don't know what hops they are, but they could be Fuggles or something like it. We use a range of local and international hops, and we have even started growing our own, which is awesome. Like I said, they're amongst a winery, which is McGlashan's. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but anyway. I'll say McGlashan's or McGlashan's, I'm not sure. Wallington Estate, Wallington. Come in and say hello, sample our beer tasting paddle, and try to match each beer to the farm dogs you see wandering around the estate. That's pretty good, actually. Nice wording. Now, obviously, now it's calmed down, which is great. This is a Farm Dog Brew IPA. Like the label. I think they're on a winner here. It looks really good. I think they're going to get somewhere with that one. Now, I'm going to tell you where they are. They're in the south side of Victoria, on the Geelong side, or on the south side of Geelong, basically. Their address is 225 Swan Bay Road, Wallington, and they're waiting for you. So here we go. While I open this, you can have another listen to Jake having a yak.
Same with the distilling as well. Like, Jeremy wasn't a distiller. He went to Adelaide and did a couple of week course. But that's sort of all the official.
Is that it? Yeah.
Training, yeah.
Jeez, that's unreal.
Yeah.
You just got to get the knowledge in there and know how everything works and the
That's
science
it, man.
of it all. Yeah.
I mean, like the big one is just the taxation department.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's the biggest thing is like the excise tax and that.
Especially for the spirits and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's crazy. Like I mean.
You doing gin or you?
Yeah. So we're just doing gin at the moment. We've made a vodka and plan to make whiskey as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, like same thing. Like it'll be small, but there'll be a little love in it. So like I know, like a lot of places will make a whiskey wash. Do you know much about whiskey? Yeah. So essentially.
I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, no. But yeah, basically, like I mean, it starts life as a beer. Like I think a lot of places will make like a big batch of it and just put it in like an IBC.
Yeah, right.
And sort of ferment in that.
Yeah.
Whereas like I sort of want to like treat it like a beer, really look after it.
I don't know why they don't.
No,
they just throw it in and ferment it.
I think because it doesn't like it's not seen to be as important.
Yeah.
Because like basically it goes through the still and say it comes in at like 70%, like you're losing like that's 70% alcohol. So really you only got 30% left over of whatever else was in there. So it pulls across some of that grainy, bready flavours and that sort of thing. So we've done like a couple of tests and just put them in like glass jars and put oak balls in it and stuff just to like see whether we like French oak or American oak.
Oh yeah. So you're doing the little test.
So it's like just little tests. So I've got 4 ex-Starwood barrels out there now. So my plan is with this, now that I've sort of done that and I don't mind it, I'm gonna like increase the alcohol content, make it like 11%.
Oh yeah.
And then I might do like a barrel age one.
What is it now?
It's about 6%.
Yeah, right. So it tastes great.
Yeah,
really good job. Yeah.
Happy with it, man.
Love it. So here we go. We'll pour that. I have rinsed my glass out. I ran outside in the rain and grabbed some water and give it a good rinse. This is a lot less carbonated. Now remember, this is taken off a tap, so they actually filled the can from the keg that has already been pre-carbonated. So that's nicely done. It's actually not bad. Look at the look of that. Look at the clarity in that. Now this is smelling very hoppy, very clean looking, nice looking head on there. 3 point. Oh, the rain's calmed down. Sorry about all that noise, but you know, 7.1. Sorry, 7.1%, which I would have thought the brown ale would be that, but what do you do? Very hoppy. I can smell. I don't know if it's mosaic or smells like Galaxy, to tell you the truth. Smells like Galaxy and maybe mosaic. They don't tell us what's in it, which is fair enough. They're not a commercial brew company. They're just a brewery that sells it directly to you, and you have to go to them. So it's very malty, very hoppy, which is just exactly how I like my beer. It's very highly carbonated. You can see the carbonation there. I'll lock the camera. You can see the carbonation there, bubbling away. Let's have a smell, huh? It smells good. It's got that same flavour. Straight up. It's got that same little bite on the tongue. There must be something that he's doing differently than everybody else. I can tell. A nice beer to boot. Very tasty. It's got a not a musty taste. It's got a rustic taste to it. Oh, they should do something with their wines and their grapes and put it in with the beer. I wonder what that will taste like. Oh, I'm so glad the rain's calmed down. It has been horrible. Like I said, I was going to go for a drive and do all this, but there's no way I was going to do that. Anyway, I would have gotten too drunk. These are good beers. This one's a very, very nice tasting beer. It's got, it has that same feeling on the tongue, at the back of the tongue. The aftertaste is lolly-y. It's like a lolly, but it's not sweet. It's dry. Very, very strong in flavour. I'm not tasting anything unusual, which is good. Yeah, you can tell this guy knows what he's doing. The guys know what he's doing. There we go. Citrus, orange. I'm getting it now. Citrus, orange. I'm getting. Oh, mandarin or mandarine, depending on where you come from. Obviously citrus. Wow, that's really nice. It's another really good beer.
I had a group of guys in last night, and they sat in here, and like they tried the 6 beers, and like they were like, oh, one of them liked 4 of them, one of them said, oh, I don't like the lager, one of them didn't like the Storm and Darky, but like I was like, dude, 4 out of 6, like,
not bad, yeah.
that's a winner, and like everyone's got individual preference for what style they like and that, so
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
that's it. So like one person,
yeah.
like, and I had a guy who was like, oh, I can't taste the ginger, but then I've had other people go, oh, that's crazy
comes
ginger.
right out,
so
yeah.
you like, like you say, it's the same with wine. Like everyone's a bit different. That's why there's so many. That's why there's so many varieties.
It depends on what you're eating at the time as well. So.
It does what you've eaten before.
I wouldn't mind grabbing one of your t-shirts.
Yeah,
That's
sure,
all right.
dude. Yeah, no worries.
So, if you've got a large, I'll have that. Now, while I'm recording this, I've been going out, rinsing my glass and bringing it back. And, of course, I've just gone through 2 cans of beer. One's been 7.1% and the other one was 3.7%. So, I'm going to get tipsy. Bear with me. Okay, the next one from these guys is called Rescue Red Ale. Rescue Red Ale. Yeah, I'll give you a bit of a look at the label again. Rescue Red Ale. Again, it's the same right up on the side, so they're going to tell you to put hops in it, but they're not going to tell you what it is, which is fair enough. They aren't a commercial brewing company, as I've repeated before, and they canned this on site when I was there, so it was awesome to see. I will open this one up. Ow, I hurt my nail. Now this is Rescue Red Ale. Smells good. Already smells malty. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it does. And we're going to see how it looks. Because hopefully we'll pour it right. Give it a bit of foam up, give it a bit of a head so you can see what the head looks like. Look at the clarity in that beer. Look at that. That is a really nice looking beer. These guys have got it going, you know. No wonder they're in it. I can see that, I think it's not a controlled carbonation that they've got. And look, it calmed down. The rain calmed down. And as soon as I started doing this again, off we go. It's raining again. Oh my God. Today it's just been a nightmare for me. I don't care. So, well, we've got the write up. This is a sticker they just created. It looks like a greyhound. No, greyhound? Yeah, greyhound. Looks like a greyhound on the cover. So it's not a farm dog. And there's really no write up on what volume of alcohol it's got in that one, which is fine. I'll try and find out. If I do find out, I'll pop it here. And hopefully you'll know what it is. I urge you guys, go check these guys out. If you live in the area, go and support your locals. Absolutely brilliant. Beautiful malt smell. I can't smell a lot of hops in it. It's very clean smelling. Oh, I really want to drink it. It's hop lean. It's hop lean, I think. I can't smell anything that's familiar in that, but you know, your normal grains and stuff. Obviously, to make it red, it's using the right grains. It's a dry one again. It's not extremely sweet in any way. Very tasty though. Very nice. I could drink this one. Wow, that's actually really nice. Every time I try a different one, it gets more flavoursome. I still get that bitter flavour in the back of my throat, with that little bit of an aftertaste. And it seems that they have that in every one of their beers so far. I'm sure, except for that stout that I had. That stout didn't have that aftertaste, which is unusual. I hope they get something out of this. But it is quite nice. It isn't overcarbonated in any way. The carbonation is just perfect. The colour is just beautiful. It actually is a nice, almost blood red. What you're seeing, I'm looking at the screen on the camera now. What you're seeing on that camera is what I'm seeing. It's the same sort of colouring. It's kind of a, I don't know, what do you call that? Heritage red? Well, no, probably not, but it is a red nonetheless. I'll pop a light behind it so you guys can see it. So it's almost got a purple tinge to it too, doesn't it? That is really nice. It's a nice looking colour. I hope they kept their recipe, but that's a really nice beer. This is one I could crack. Having a steak, maybe even a barbecue. I'm getting a bit of a barbecue flavour out of it. Enjoying this because the rain is just hammering now. What do you do? I'm just hoping you guys can hear me clear enough. I'm sure you can. Getting a bit of salty aftertaste, which is fine. It's very it's a hard beer. It's not soft. It's a hard feel on the tongue. It's not mouth feel is very hard. Very nice nonetheless. Now, I bought these yesterday, took them home. I travelled 3 hours to take them home in a relatively warmish car. It was probably, outside was 18 degrees at one stage. It was really warm. And then when I got into town, it was about 13 degrees when I got to Traralgon. But they didn't really get that hot. They'd stayed a nice cool temperature, which I'd say there's some alcohol in these, I would say. So they're about 330ml cans. And I have to say, that it is starting to get to me a little bit. I'm getting a bit but it's fine. We live with that. Also, I want to show you, before I get a little bit too much, they sold me a t-shirt. I was going to go for the black one, but they didn't have any black left. So I bought their white one, and this is it. They've actually got the label on the back. So that's their label. And they're a comfy little t-shirt. Cost me $35, and it was, I'm here to support local, upcoming breweries, and I'm hoping to do more of it. Now, as a t-shirt, it's comfy. It's just a normal t-shirt, but it's there to support the locals or the up-and-coming breweries that need to get that support from the locals. If you live in the area of Wallington, in the Drysdale area or Geelong area, give them support. Go there, say hello, give them a bit of money, buy some beers and just be there. Everybody's friendly and it's a really nice place to be. All right, we'll let Jake harp on a little bit more, and I think I'll finish this and I'll come back to you.
Well, yeah, hopefully we enjoy the beers and
Yeah.
safe travels home, hey?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
good.
we'll
Good.
do.
No worries.
No worries. Thank you so much,
Nice to meet you.
guys.
Thank
Really
you.
Nice to meet you,
appreciate it.
Jake. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
See you later. Oh, maybe not. Oh, look, another one. That's a different dog.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
there's two. There's Farm Dog Brewing. No.
No. Sometimes they just don't do. Alright guys, this is the last one. This is Farm Dog Brewer again. Stormy and Dark it's called. And this is apt to what I'm having today. Stormy weather, dark, crappy, and hopefully this isn't the same. There's not much on it again. It is 4.7 ABV, which is listed on the bottom of this one. So it's a little bit better than the last few. Here's the label. It's a sausage dog. Can you see that? That's awesome. I'm going to pour this in the glass, and of course, like I said, the alcohol is going to get to my head while I'm doing this, and it's just crazy. But, you know, I like doing it, and hopefully you get a bit of a laugh out of it as well. Right, this is, again, Stormy and Dark. It's going to be a dark ale. Oh, no, it's not that dark. I'll pour that. Like I said, they poured it out of the tap. Hopefully they didn't stuff up the way they did it. That's awesome. Already, looks like a red ale. It's an ale. I'll show you a good, nice... there you go. Nice and red. It's about as red as the last one I did, but less creamy on the top and the head. Oh! Oh, I'm getting a different smell out of that one. Hang on. Is the reaction good when you smell a beer and go, what the hell? I'm sorry, but that's... 3 out of 4 in smell. I'm sorry to say, out of 4 cans, I mean. They all smell really good. This one has this little... Well, it's settling down now. Hang on. What do we got? Sorry about the rain, guys, but it is a storm. And we are drinking Dark and Stormy, which is a beer. I'm getting a hint of, there's no citrusy at all. What is that? It's almost like sultanas. Yep, getting sultanas. And a bit of, it is definitely hops being used in this. It's again a lolly sort of smell. It's 4.7, so it's not so high in alcohol, which is I think it's 4.7. It's 4.7. Well, it's 4.7, so I just checked that, and this is the last drink. This is all I can drink. I'll be off my nut if I do any more. Calm down up there. Yeah, quiet. Alright, let's try it. Alright, I'm going to taste it. I can't describe any more the smell or the scent. Oh, I know that flavour. I know what the scent is now. This is awesome. Ginger. I'm copying ginger smell and ginger scent. And it is coming through beautifully. It accentuates the malt, as well as it's not dominant. It does have a bitter fragrance or taste. I really like this. This is really nice. once I knew what it was, once I tasted it, I realised it was the ginger that I'm tasting in this, and it's coming through beautifully. It's not a bad beer. This one is great. Dark and Stormy is an apt name for it, and it's really well worth drinking. This is a really nice one. Jake was saying that people say to him they can't taste the ginger through it. Well, it comes through really nicely. None of these beers are sweet. They haven't had any sweetness at all, except for the first one I tasted, which was off his fermenter, and it was bloody nice. That stout he made is just beautiful. That's what I'm smelling. Ginger and tasting ginger. It's coming through nicely. It's a malty, beautiful flavour. This one is really, really nice. It's really good. Nice to drink. Refreshing. It is one you would want to drink next to a fireplace and just relax and warm up. I did a beer a while back called, it had raspberries in it, and it was done for a recipe from Bitter Reality Brewing. I'll leave a link here. This is easily as good as what I made at the time. Didn't know what it was, didn't know what the smell was with my own beer. Now I know, it's definitely the ginger. In my opinion, ginger is a great addition to beer. Being that, you get ginger beer, I think that's a great choice. Alright guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for putting up with me through the storm, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers! Alright guys, with these closing credits, guys, just look after your brewery, look after your local brewers, and give them the support you can. I know it costs a little bit, but you don't get to taste these flavours without them. Cheers guys.